The Happy MineCrafter, a guide to sustainable living in your own backyard in Minecraft. Hosted by JDMac020. Created and developed by Jonathan MacGregor. And now, let's go to the show.
Welcome back then, happy watchers. Here we are on the estate, but we're not going to be here for very long this time because, like I told you, today our goal is to go adventuring and to teach everybody at home how to adventure in the most practical and sustainable way possible. So, that being said, let's get to it. Now, the first thing that you're going to want to do in any situation like this is make sure your inventory is up to snuff, because it's going to take certain things in order to successfully go away from home and be able to get along with Minecraft and just kind of sustain yourself in the environment. Now, this is not what your inventory should look like pre-adventure, but it is what it should look like pre-adventure, because you need to prep things. For instance, if I go out with this armor, it's got some nice enchanting, don't get me wrong, but even though it's diamond armor, if I'm on a sustained adventure, if I'm out there a long time, I'm gonna lose armor, and out in the middle of nowhere, or in a cave, or a mine shaft, those aren't the places you want to be trying to repair and replace your armor. I like how my avatar is following the pointer like it was a cat. Anyhow, that's neither here nor there, watchers. So, like I said, we have some armor issues, we have some equipment issues that we need to address, and generalized, we're only 64, only one stack of torches. We've got some things that we need to gather. Alright, watchers, so let's go ahead and start with the basics, which would be food. Now, I am pretty sure we discussed in our cooking episode that chicken is pretty good. Chicken's okay. It's not the best meat, it's not the most filling. I have a lot of chicken. Mostly because here on the estate we go through a lot of chickens to get feathers, because feathers are crucial in dealing with making arrows. However, for a trip where I'm going to be out away from my stove, away from my cattle, away from all the supplies, I don't really want just a 2 meat pop kind of regeneration technique. I'm going to want some steak. So, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to breed some cows. Excellent. Because before you slaughter cows or any other livestock, you must replenish them. So we will use all our available adult cows and breed them with each other and create baby cows. And now we will commence to 58 should do fine, I think. Alright, now we're going to put the beef in to cook, and we're going to address a couple other things. For instance, torches. Everybody out there should be aware that the real adventures happen underground, where there's not really a lot of sun. So we're going to need plenty of torches. Torches come in so handy. I think I'm going to do 3 stacks of torches. Just personal preference, there's no hard and fast rule on this. But they're good for directional. When you get underground, you can use them to mark your way. Which also reminds me, we're going to make some signs, because there's really no substitute for having a sign direct you along. we're going to go ahead and put these up here for now. Grab that coal. Don't really need the leather. We are going to keep the what have you here, the door. Oh my goodness, watchers, I'm so excited I can't even think straight. We're going to keep the door. Everything else I believe will have a purpose, except the chicken. If I'm cooking all this steak, which isn't even close to done, we're going to get rid of the chicken. Okay, there was something else I was just looking at. Oh, we're going to want to bring a bed, watchers. So let's go ahead and get that done. Okay, so here we are. We're in my tool shed, for a lack of a better term. Seeds, farm products, no. Animal products, yes. Yes, I'm going to need, let's just grab 3 of these wool. Doesn't matter what color when you're making a bed, watcher. Don't forget that. And there is no more steak to take with me. We're also going to need some more wood, because there's also no trees underground, watchers. If you need to suddenly make torches or another tool, you can't do that very easily without wood. Okay, about halfway done, exactly. So while we're here, I have a plan. Let's go get those sticks back, because I had an idea. Because we discussed that I got some tools, like, are not doing so hot. There's a fortune pick and unbreaking. They're both about, well, this one's about halfway. A fortune's going to die, and the last thing you want is to have your fortune pick fall apart right when you run into a 5-block vein of diamonds. So, we are going to do something about this. I have a plan to do some good things here. So we are going to craft a couple of items here. I am sharpness 2. Yes, we're going to craft a couple of things. And we are going to visit my enchanting shop. But we're not done with this project either. Let's look at, so my pants, I like this. My pants are in good shape. I believe I will not mess with that, because projectile 4, unbreaking 3, I'll take that. This is a pretty good one too. Protection 3, fire protection boots. Let's go ahead. I'm going to do something expensive here, and it's going to be risky. You may know what I'm about to plan, but you may not. We're just going to have to find out, watchers. But I'm going to go ahead and craft up this armor, and we'll go from there. You'll see what's going to happen here in just a minute. Alright then, watchers. Someday we will show you this rail line. I don't think we toured this one yet. But, be that as it may, we are going to the enchanting house. It's up there on the hill. I've extensively dug away in the most sustainable way possible. I isolated it away from this mountaintop. It is tall enough. It snows instead of raining. It's pretty snazzy. I got some pigs and bunnies and some carrots to feed them with. And it's a very isolated fortress here. Figured my sheer drops. The rabbit's sitting here going, I can't get up there. I know there must be grass up there. And you can see the library, enhancing the power of my enchanting table. Yes. Yes. We're quite proud of this for an extension to the estate. And it's nice and secure. Whoop. If tricky. Here we go. And our handy dandy connecting nether portal. Very secure location, watchers. Alright then. As you know, we need some lapis. And this could come in handy. Protection 4, respiration 3, and sharpness 4. We're gonna be having that. And so, as I may or may not have mentioned, we are looking to I know I did not mention this to you, watchers. It was a surprise. We're going to enchant the supplies that we just crafted. We're going to enchant the sword, the armor, all of that good stuff. We're going to enchant it and see if we can't do some repairs at our new blacksmith shop and come up with something even schnazzier. Let's start with the shovel. We can probably combine efficiency 2 and breaking 2. Let's see what else we can do. A 30. Breaking 3, efficiency 1. I don't really like that. You know what, watchers? Why not? Why not? Let's go ahead and do that. Unbreaking 3. Efficiency 2, unbreaking 3. Oh, goodness. Alright, and then the diamond pickaxe. What do we have available? Oh, silk touch. Silk touch. I am actually not going to go with silk touch, watchers. I'm going to take efficiency. Alright, and the sword. Sharpness 4. Looting 1, or sharpness 4. I have sharpness 2. Now the idea is to combine enchantments now. Let's go with the looting. This respiration does what I think it does. I don't want to enchant the helmet. However, protection 4, projectile 3. I don't remember what my current. Protection 2 and unbreaking, so yes, I think we do want projectile 3. I think that would come in handy. And boots, fire 4, unbreaking. What are my current boots doing? Fire 2. That's unbreaking 2. Should be good. Like I said, I think we'll do something special with our enchanting book. But that, in a nutshell, is the enchanting that we're going to do. Now, back to the blacksmith shop. And away we go. This, watchers, came from the old days when I was more interested in scenery, like as you can see over there, than convenience. And I wasn't aware of the fact that things don't happen in chunks that you aren't in. You see the estate coming in as we cruise down our light rail. So, yeah, those pigs and everything, the farm over there is not growing because now I'm far away from that chunk. But it was a fun little project, putting in first the road and then this rail line. It's very snazzy. Alright then, watchers. Now this is where we get to the rub of the matter, the meat and potatoes. The whole purpose behind our blacksmith shop was not to watch this magical, fluctuating, mesmerizing lava square, or this dancing, crackling, lovely flame. No, there's actually a deeper, more useful purpose for all of this. It is to repair and even combine some items. So, we were aware we wanted to combine Unbreaking 3. Now, I could combine Unbreaking 2 Diamond Shovel with the Efficiency 2 Diamond Shovel, or I can just skip straight to Unbreaking 3 and Efficiency, because it does need repair, but that's going to be a lot of levels to combine 3 different items when I can just skip straight to the good stuff. Enchantment cost 2, I get Unbreaking 3, which, as you know, watchers, is very useful with a shovel, and Efficiency 2, which is nothing to sneeze at. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and that will be our primary shovel going on this adventure. We have an Unbreaking 1 pickaxe, we have a Fortune 2 pickaxe, and we have an Efficiency 2 pickaxe. This is a situation where I believe it is worth the levels to combine these 3 if we are able. I'm not an enchanting expert. I am not Tim the Enchanter. I am the happy MineCrafter. I have a little bit of knowledge about a lot of things. So, we're going to give this a shot, watchers. We're going to take our Unbreaking 1, and we're going to add the Fortune 2 to it. Whew, you see how expensive that is? That's why we did not want to do this with the shovel. But this will give us Unbreaking 1 plus Fortune 2. Yes. And this, I shudder to think. If we add Efficiency 2, only 5. That could be much worse. So that's a pretty high-powered pickaxe. Watchers, I like that. That's good, and it's brand new. We're good to go. I am unconcerned. This diamond axe, this is about as good as you could ever want for a diamond axe. That is delicious. We're not going to play with it. Looting 1 and sharpness 2. Somewhat regretting, watchers, not getting the sharpness 4, but there's no sense in six levels. That's craziness. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Because if we're going to kill the monsters, we might as well make sure we're getting the good stuff from it. And there won't necessarily be... We're going to repair my bow. I don't think punch will combine. Or will it? Ooh, it'll give us a brand new bow. I believe that will be worth 9 levels. You can see my levels are dropping rapidly, watchers. This is not for the light of heart. And we haven't even done the armor yet. This could be tricky, friends. This could be very tricky indeed. So, let's go and see. I'm going to analyze this book and our options. I'll be right back, watchers. We do have Respiration 3 is pretty intense, so we're going to go ahead and use that if we can. Oh, but we are 2 levels away to get Protection 4 and Respiration 3. So, we, watchers, are going to have to do some work before we do that. So, let's go ahead and work through this. We did have... Are we able? We can do this one. Oh, but it will not combine. We can't have Protection 2 and Projectile Protection on the same one. So we are going to... Oh, do you hear that, watchers? There are monsters about. It became dark while we weren't paying attention. Let's go on a quick zombie hunt. Where are they? I don't remember leaving any void spaces inside the blacksmith shop that's big enough for them to spawn into. So we can't do that. That's kind of a waste of a diamond chest plate. That's disappointing. I should have realized that. Do your research, do your homework, friends, before you go out and do these things. Is it really worth 2 levels to go that last little bit? I don't think so. We're just going to take that. Let's see here. The boots, unbreaking, and fire protection, I do believe. 4 levels. Goodness gracious. We're going to go ahead and do that. And 3 levels. I don't know if we are able... Oh, that'll work out nicely. We still have... We have no levels yet. Still, we're almost at 1 level. We want 10 to enchant this properly. Protection 3, Protection 4, so we don't need to do a repair. Well, this has been a mixed bag, but on the whole, I am pleased with our preparations thus far. We have some very high-powered items and some better than average items. We are definitely doing okay for ourselves. So what I'm going to do is go generate some experience. Alright, watchers, after a night of killing monsters and then hopping back to cull some chickens, I'm at 11 levels, as you can see. And yes, having looting was definitely a good thing, because it increased drops of things like feathers, and that was very, very handy. So good call on that in retrospect. So let's get down to business, enchanting this diamond helmet. And I've cleared my inventory while I am at it, because, well, it's excellent stuff. What can I say? All right then, watchers, we are just about ready to get underway. We have food. We have a full set of refreshed supplies or refreshed tools, full set of armor, upgraded and repaired, 3 stacks of torches, a stack of signs, a stack of wood. It's possibly excessive, but if it's going to take up 1 spot in the inventory, we might as well take all of them. We're not going to take a lot of coal, because if we're heading underground, you're going to find coal. So we're not going to stock up on coal, but it's good to have some anyway. The bed will come in handy, as will our dark oak door. The cobble, you'll always have cases where you got to build a bridge or fill in a gap or plug lava or something along those lines, so we're going to take that with us. Gravel, if we need to climb something quickly, then we're going to need to build a bridge. It's also a handy way to get down, and you can place it against something and it'll slide to the bottom, unlike dirt or cobble. So it's an easy way to get down from a high place in a hurry. Water bucket deals with lava. Our lead, I think we're going to take our horse out, and we're going to need the lead to keep him handy, which is a good thing to have. And also, I hope you can't pick up that dog that's going insane outside. I apologize, watchers. Also, once we have that lead, we have our arrows, because you can never have too many arrows when you get into a duel with a skeleton. And he's still watching and going. Anyhow, watchers, that's about it in a nutshell on how to prepare for an adventure. Yes. So we need to get our fencing in real quick. That leaves us 1, 2, 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That leaves us 15 spaces in our inventory to find goodies. So let's go ahead and get started on finding some goodies. Alright then, watchers, we are ready to head along. We are ready to go on our big adventure. Let's head on out of here. You can't drive the horse where it's too deep. So, I forgot about that, watchers. Come on, come back here. Watchers. I believe we've hit the end of my beacons. Some very interesting caves here, Watchers. I think we may be far enough to learn some adventuring skills, which we shall endeavor to begin next episode, because we've spent long enough preparing for this trip. And so, I would like to thank you for joining me and my horse. You know it's amazing. On this trip, we've prepared, we've gotten everything up to snuff, we've upgraded some tools and some armor, and we are going to be able to begin adventuring first thing tomorrow morning. As you can see, the sun is setting. It's going down. So until that time, I wish you happy Minecrafting.
This show was brought to you by Mojang, Windows Expressions Encoder, Open Broadcaster Software, Windows Movie Maker, and by watchers like you. Weapons are prohibited in prison. That shouldn't be a surprise to anybody in the viewing audience today. No killing guards, obviously. Failure to do so will result in jail and death.